What's up, everybody? I'm Graham Stinson. I've got Joe Ketters and Eli Herrick here for Off the Cuff episode 2. Today we're going to be covering 21 through 25 in our overall top 25 rankings. Let's hit it. All right, coming in at number 25, Caden Dana, right-handed pitcher, standing in at 6'4", 215 pounds. Got a fastball 90-93, breaking ball 74-76. Let's check out some video. Don Bosco. So this guy's 90-93. He's got up to 22 induced vertical break. He looks like 18 and 22. And he's keeping the horizontal break pretty average, 7 to 16. So he's anywhere from pretty low to decently high with that. Joe, what do you think?
First thing I thought when I saw him, he's kind of got a little bit of a Chris Paddock motion. And when I Googled it, they're actually the same height and the same exact weight. Baseball Savant has their profiles pretty similar, low to mid 90s fastball, curveball around the same speeds, pretty close to same horizontal vertical numbers. So, it's about as spot on as you get. Him and Kevin Jaxel, both top 5 in the state. So it's a great teammate to have all year, and it's just going to be a great year for him.
Yeah, dude, what really stood out to me is he's got close to 30 inches of difference between his fastball and his breaking ball. Fastball at the low end, induced vertical break, 18, and at the high end for his breaking ball, -17. So you got 35 plus, 30 to 35 plus inches of difference in vertical break between his breaking ball and his fastball. And so I think if, he gets a changeup with a little bit of depth, maybe just a little bit of run, this one has him at 87. If he continues that and, get some good depth to that thing, then I think that's going to be a really good starter's arsenal going into the draft.
Yeah, and he definitely spins all these pitches well. 2,500 fastball, 26 curve, 18 changeup. Those are pretty great numbers. No stick. So
coming at number 24, Ryan Clifford, a left-handed hitter, first base, right field, standing at 6'3", 215 pounds. Let's see some video.
Biggest thing I noticed when I saw him, nice tall upright stance, kind of like a little bit of a compact Christian Yelich kind of stance. As you can see from these highlights and almost every highlight I watch from him, there's at least 2 to 3 good takes in every at bat. So discipline's there. Left side, hits it hard from the outfield. Quick guy. It's everything you want in an outfielder.
Yeah, every video I saw of him, having hits or hitting home runs, I saw him using at the very least center field to right field, that middle of the field to pull side. And I think if he can really show that gap to gap power, really hitting in the power alleys, line drives, getting some doubles and triples there, I think he's going to be, force to be reckoned with down the line, especially as he gets into his 20s, starts adding a ton of strength. Do you think that they keep him in the outfield, Joe, or do you think they move him to first base? I think right now he's too athletic to be at first base full time. I think he's got a good arm, so keep him in the outfield for as long as possible.
Yeah, I was just going to say there's no reason really to take him out of the outfield. If mobility becomes an issue as he gets stronger and he just can't move as well as he can right now, you could definitely stick him there. But yeah. Until something goes wrong, there's really no point.
Definitely. Coming in at number 23. Nazir Mule out of New Jersey, right, Joe?
Yes, sir, my guy.
Right-handed pitcher, standing at 6'3", 215. He's a pitcher, but I also saw he's got 100-mile-per-hour exit velo. And I hope that wasn't off him, because if it was him hitting it, then that means that he's, unreal athlete. He can swing it and throw it. 7'1", 160, so he's a good athlete. Fastball, 95, 97, touch of 98. And, Joe, I think you and I were talking about this a little bit, that induced vertical break on the fastball is kind of in that dead zone. But horizontal break on his fastball, higher end is good, back up at 19. And then, with that changeup, he's running it up to 22 on the horizontal break. So if he can, get a little bit closer to the break that he has on the changeup with a sinker and maybe only lose a mile an hour or two, I think that is a really good pitch arsenal when push comes to shove, because he's got a sweeper of a slider, if I remember correctly. Let me check. Yeah.
Yeah, I
-6
mean,
horizontal. It's a good sweeper.
definitely agree. I think the average horizontal and vertical numbers are not because his fastball doesn't play, but I think because he mixes in throwing a sinker and a four seam, kind of not knowing which one he wants to throw, and is just kind of letting it rip. And I mean, when you throw that hard, you mix that arm slot up just a little bit, and whether or not you're trying to do it, you might throw a sinker one pitch, you might throw a four seam the next pitch. So I mean, I think if he can figure out when he's throwing what and how to command each pitch, I think his numbers are nasty, and he can hit.
Yeah, I think like is as he matures, I mean, things are just going to get a lot more consistent overall. And if he can, have a four seamer that runs up close to 20, induced vertical and kind of shorter on the horizontal side, and then throw a sinker that's heavy horizontal closer to his changeup, and that would be a really, really good arsenal.
I mean, he's got the arm talent to throw 95 plus across the infield too if you need him at short. Like that right there, we're looking little lower slot.
Yeah.
That one was sinker.
That. If he can run it sort of like Scherzer does with that lower slot and be able to get behind that four seamer and carry it a little bit, that could be mean. Standing in at number 22, Paxton Kling, right-handed hitter, outfielder, 6'1", $185, throwing 92 across the infield, 100 miles an hour from the outfield. Let's see some video. Definitely gray hair.
Yeah, I mean, top two things I had on my list: great flow and great name.
100%. When he was in the box, it reminded me of Jimmy Herron. How much have you gotten to watch him play a little bit, Joe?
Unfortunately, the second game I saw him play, he actually injured himself running into the wall, so it's definitely tough to see.
Oh, shoot, that's right. He got hurt last year.
Yeah, but from the limited action beforehand, I love what I see. I mean, this is just I don't want to say stereotypical outfielder because top 20 isn't stereotypical, but I mean, he's got room to fill out frame-wise, great arm, runs a 6'4" to 6'5", 60, so you know the kid can fly. Might be able to move him to center. Ball comes off the bat loud. So, I mean, as he fills out frame-wise, those doubles and triples could turn into home runs pretty easily.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think like his swing is very much like Jim's, but he looks gritty in the box. These are like some pretty gritty ABs. I think at one point he was choking up. He smoked that ball.
That's a bomb. I mean, this has leadoff hitter written all over it.
Just like an absolute grit show up there in the box. Get behind in the count, choke up a little bit. Still swinging hard. It's not like he's giving up on it. There you gotta, dude. He's looking for his pitch and he's gonna jump on it. I love it. I really like this guy. Coming in at number 21, Malcolm Moore, left-handed hitter, catcher, standing at 6'2", 210 pounds. Let's check him out.
I mean, what I got on this guy is at least hitting, a little quirky with the batting stance. Starts open, two fingers kind of off the bat.
Yeah.
Little timing mechanism. Gives me real Joey Gallo vibes. Big hacks. Really swinging for the fences when he does. I might hurt him when he swings and misses, but when he gets a hold of one, he's really going to let it fly like that.
Like that.
Like that.
And it doesn't even look like that was a decent pitch.
Yeah, we got 185 pop time, 80 from behind the dish. If things don't work out catching, I could definitely see him as like a DH kind of guy, especially from the left side. Like
first baseman.
That's gonna play in any lineup.
I mean, 6'2", not at that point where it's like, all right, yeah, dude, you're too tall. Go play first. He's still in that range where it's like that's a really good backstop size.
Yeah.
Without being too large.
Definitely a middle inner third guy. He's laying off everything to the outer third.
Find me a high school hitter, left-handed power bat, that's not mostly an inner third guy.
You're right.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in this week. Looking forward to it. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.